Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Courtney Alma, and before we get into Flosstube Friday today, I just wanted to speak a little bit on the wildfires that were happening in Canada that have made their way down into the US, and everyone that is affected by it. My heart is with you guys. I try to keep up with it and all that's happening, and actually today we're experiencing here in eastern Tennessee a little bit of like the haze from the smoke, but nowhere near the tragedy that a lot of you guys have experienced. And I just want you guys to know that and let you know my thoughts and prayers are with you. I also wanted to say a quick a lot of you guys came from Small Town Needleworks to my channel, and I just want you to keep them in your thoughts and prayers during this time for the loss that they've experienced recently, and just the loss as well as they have experienced this past year. Definitely just keep them in your thoughts and prayers, and let them know how much they are loved and they are supported here on this cross stitch and Flosstube. Across the board, and that there for them during all of this and during the loss, and that they are in our prayers. This is such a good, strong community to be a part of, and I just want you guys to shower them with love during this time while they are trying to navigate everything with the loss as well. Okay, with that being said, we are going to move on to cross stitch real quick. This isn't a super long video because next week, as you guys know, well, tomorrow actually on Saturday, we are going to be in full swing Christmas stitching in July. So I am very excited for that and what's to come. So definitely stay tuned for that video or those videos. So first I wanted to show a finish that I actually had. Speaking of Small Town Needleworks, I had stitched their July A Year in the Hoop. It's a part of their A Year in the Hoop series, and this is the July one. They also have kind of like a bonus one that is more if you're not from the United States or didn't want to stitch the patriotic pattern of it. They also have like a beach kind of theme one that's very, very beautiful. But I had stitched the patriotic one, and this is July A Year in the Hoop by Small Town Needleworks finish. I haven't fully finished it yet, but this was very fun to stitch. It's very beautiful, and I hope you guys can see all the cute details of the USA. The flag and the flowers are so beautiful. Next one, so I had 2 days this past week where when I pulled out all my WIPS, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get some of these things stitched, and I just wanted to work on this piece, that piece, and I was kind of getting a little overwhelmed with it. And that first day I had started the border of Halloween in quilt and started working on it. Then I put it down. I just finished the top so it went across, and going to go down to that side block, the top right block. But I put it down, and then I started to do some fill-in work on knee high, and just felt a little overwhelmed that I wasn't going to get that one finished in time for 4th of July, and that's what I really wanted. But I put it down just because stitching's fun, and I wasn't having a good time stitching it. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed from it. So I put it down, and I actually was challenged the next day to finish the pattern, the piece that I have in front of me, to finish it because I was so close to finishing it. And if you guys know, and if you saw my WIP parade, you would have seen this pattern because I needed to frog some of the white stitching that I had in it that I accidentally stitched 3865 instead of just white DMC. So I needed to go back and frog it. So that second day, that's what I did. I frogged that, and then third day moved forward to stitching and finishing it. So this past week I finished Give Greatly. Let me show you the pattern. Give Greatly by Silver Creek Samplers. And pull the pattern out just in case if you missed my WIP parade. But if you want to check it out and you missed it, definitely go watch my WIP parade. That was fun to be able to see what all I have and what I need to work on this year for sure. But this is Give Greatly by Silver Creek Samplers. And I stitched this on just coffee tea dyed 28 count Monaco. And she is a finish, you guys. I hope you guys can see all the cute, wonderful little pieces of it. I love the little carrot on the sled. Oh, it's so cute. I'm so happy to have this finished. So now I really want to frame this one. So now I need to find the perfect frame for it, but I'm glad that it's finished. And it actually was a day of my WIP weekends that I'm gonna have for Christmas stitching in July. And now I can take that off and work on something else for that day as a WIP, but I'm excited she is done. So challenge was accepted and I was able to complete it to show you guys in this video. Hopefully next week I'll have a fully finished for you guys starting in Jolly July. We will see, but I'm glad she is finished. Very, very beautiful. And it says your greatness is not in what you have, but what you give. Very adorable. Okay. So I had that one this week. And also, before I forget, cross stitch camp. You guys know I stitch Marching Birds by Stone Creek Stitchworks. Stone Street Stitchworks. Hello, can I talk? I finished Marching Birds by Stone Street Stitchworks, and you had to stitch something with a bird in it for June. So going into July is stitching something that grows. So that is Cross Stitch Camp by Colorado Cross Stitcher. And I decided to pick Sunflower Farm by Stitching with the Housewives. And I am so excited to stitch it on because you guys wait to see the fabric. I am stitching it on the 32 count gray check Lugana that I am truly obsessed with. And I've been waiting to see what I'm going to stitch on this. I know I'll probably end up stitching something fall too on it when that time comes, when I'm stitching fall. But I was so excited that I think I'm going to change the colors out on this pattern. The white pieces like the Sunflower Farm and the truck maybe to a darker color, if not a 310 like a black or something, so it can stand out a little bit on that 32 count gray check. But I'm excited to pick this fabric back up. You guys know I'm obsessed with this, and I'm excited for this piece. This is what I stitched Beatrice the Chicken Club by Lori Holt, as well as I stitched Bless This Farm from Stitching with the Housewives on this fabric, and I loved every stitch of it. So I'm excited. That will be, I will just stitch it throughout Christmas in July. As I'm stitching all my Christmas, I'm just going to sprinkle it in a day or two, get a couple stitches in, and then I'll have it done by the end of the month. Alright, and my last WIP is my birthday stitch along. This is God Bless America by Stitching with the Housewives. Let me get the pattern. And you can use the hashtag God Bless America Sal, S-A-L 2023 if you are following along and would love to join me. Even it's not too late to join me for the birthday stitch along of God Bless America by Stitching with the Housewives. So this is the pattern. If it's focusing for you guys, hopefully it is. You know, I bought this camera. This is a Canon G7X Mark III, I think, or 2, and it's been a wonderful camera for once it focuses. The picture quality is great, but sometimes with focusing it takes a second. So I do hate that flaw in it, but overall, I mean, it's a beautiful camera. I do enjoy it, but I do notice I need to hold it just a little bit longer on some pieces just so you guys can see. But that was God Bless America, Stitching with the Housewives. This is how much I've gotten done so far since the last time you've seen it. I think I had the words finished and I finished the flag, and I decided to put it fully into my frame instead of halfway into my frame, and use my fun Grime Guard by Crab Shack Stitchery that has the cute popsicles on it for going into this weekend. I thought it would be so fun because I'm going to try to work on this as well after my Christmas stitching this weekend, just because we're going into the 4th and I want to get some more stitches on this done as my birthday sale. But I am loving it. I hope it's picking up. There he goes. You can see a little bit more now. It was kind of washing it out there for a second. But I'm loving stitching this. And I kept this last so I could show you guys the Needleminder that I have. I had received a few more cross stitch birthday goodies, and this Needleminder as well as this one I had received. Hopefully you guys can see. It is a sunflower on a mason jar. So beautiful. And then this one is the flag. Let me take my needle off. Oh. This one is the flag with sunflowers. And these Needleminders are from Mad for Minders. And I will link the shop below. As well as you can find her shop on Instagram at Wonderland Stitcher and Mad for Minders. So definitely check her out. They're very beautiful quality as well. And I'm excited, very grateful that I got those as a stitchy gift for my birthday. And they came in, and I've been loving using this one for my God Bless America stitching. So definitely check out Mad for Minders. A little bit of haul. I'm trying to think what else, because it's been 2 videos since I've really had any haul. But I guess I hadn't really had much besides getting ready for Christmas stitching. I did purchase from Georgia Girl Stitching. She has a Destash page on Instagram. If you didn't know, I will link it below so you can check it out. She usually has fabrics and charts. She also makes floss tags. So for my Christmas stitching, I decided to pick up this Mary string by Lizzie Kate. If you guys know, I have stitched the Easter one, the Thanksgiving string, and now I get to stitch the Christmas one. So this is planned for one of the days for stitching. Oh, maybe I can pull it all the way so you guys can see the whole chart. There you go. And all the fun details. I enjoy stitching the string. So that's Mary string by Lizzie Kate. And then I had picked up some floss tags for my Christmas stitching, and these are just that plaid with these like gold snowflakes on them. I'm gonna do it. There we go. So as you can see, the little snowflakes on the plaid for floss tags for my Christmas stitching. So that's gonna be fun. I pulled out my planner today too. I feel like I have pretty much wrapped up everything for my Christmas stitching. So as I spoke in my last video, I spoke about how I'm going to be stitching the Mystery Evergreen Stitch Along. It's a free stitch along by Fat Quarter Shop. I'm going to be stitching that every Tuesday and Wednesday. And then my weekends are considered WIP weekends because I would love to be able to work through some of my Christmas stitching, my Christmas WIPs that I have already started. And I showed a good bit. I think I showed every one of them that I'm going to be working on this coming up month in my WIP parade. So I do have that, and then I'm excited to share each week my new starts that I picked out for during the week. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be all things Christmas here. As well as you guys know, I spoke in the last video about how I'm going to be watching the Hallmark Christmas movies and just all the things. I'm very, very excited So definitely stay tuned for our Christmas stitching in July. Oh, last two. When I was speaking on Grime guards of Craft Shack Stitchery, this one was another one that I had that is kind of like the patriotic colors. Oh, there's a string. That's kind of like the patriotic colors, so definitely check her out. I do have some Christmas ones that I will be using as well, and very excited to have those. It just makes it a little bit more fun when I'm able to put those on my pieces. That is everything for today. I am so excited to go into Christmas stitching. It's gonna be so fun. I'm very excited. Definitely let me know below if you are Christmas stitching in July and what your plans are. And I'm excited for you to join me next week. I hope you have a blessed week and happy stitching.